Greetings everyone, this is Toni, and just one person. Today's video is going to be talking about the process of me migrating to the United States and also, well, more so getting a green card based on marriage. And no, that's not the only reason why I'm married. You know, we actually love each other. So after we got married, you have to wait for your marriage certificate to come through. And when that comes through, you can apply for your green card. But there are a whole bunch of forms and a whole heap of money that you need to be able to secure in order to get the green card or start the green card process. So luckily my friend Melissa, big ups Melissa, did this process already. So she just sent me all the documents I needed with a little commentary like Greg needs to sign this, or you need to sign this, or both of you need to do this. So the first form, or one of the first forms that you need, is form I-485, and that's the adjustment of status. That's the one that's a little heavier, and believe me, trust me on this, go through it with, if you're not doing it electronically, that is, go through it with a piece of pencil and fill it in, then you can trace it over, because you will make mistakes. You definitely will make some errors on that piece of paper. And that one is for, I think, $1,070 when I did it last year. And then you have form I-130, and that form is a petition for alien relatives. So your husband, or your spouse rather, your spouse fills that one out, and that one is for $420. And then you have the G325A. That's free. That's like this, the biometric information that your spouse fills out and you fill out as well. Next, it's the I-693. What's the 693 again? I don't remember what that is, but just, you know, you need to do that one as well. So that one, I think, was $275. Okay, so that form is the medical form. That is what you do. And I waited until I sent in everything, and then when they process your petition, then they tell you that's the form you need to do it. So I waited, and you go to somewhere, a doctor, an immigration place that does medical for immigration. I spent about $275. You may spend more. It just depends on what you have to get done. Then we have I-864, and that one is for $120. That is the affidavit of support. Your spouse fills that out. That's saying that they can mind you, they can take care of you. So you know, really have to, you're not going to pay on welfare, you're not going to use up government resources because you're saying that this person have you and you have a set. Zine? And in total, I think, how much would they spend? Around $1,885. But we did receive another form back. I don't remember which one we received back. Well, we spent approximately $1,500. Luckily, when we got married, we got a bunch of gift cards and money and checks. So we had all that money set aside for that process. So luckily, we didn't have to use any of our own money. So basically invite like a whole bag of people. I'm kidding. Not really. Invite a lot of people. You just have to make sure that you have all that set. It can be a stressful process. For me, I thought it was going to just take a week to finish everything. It took me maybe 3 weeks because I had to stop and start. It was, when I finished, it was a thick report that I had to send in. And you send all your checks, make sure it's checks, and it's payable to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Spell it out. No put no USA, just spell out everything. And I think that was it. I waited 3 months, and within no time I got the green card. That was it. And you do have your supporting documents that you send. You know, you just make a copy of your passport, a copy of visa. I had to make a copy of my I-20. And you make a copy of your spouse's passport, their birth certificate. And you send in a copy of the birth certificate. And you send in a copy of your birth certificate, as well as your immunization card. Make sure you have that. And a copy of your birth certificate. I'm not the birth certificate. I said that already. Your marriage certificate. And the affidavit of witness, which is a letter from someone who went to your wedding. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but it doesn't hurt. So we had someone do it. And it's usually someone who knew you from before you guys got married. So they can attest to your relationship. You have to send in some federal tax returns, so like a total income from 3 or 2 prior years and then this present year. So it all depends on if they haven't changed anything. Oh, okay, let me talk about the process now. Like when you receive the date to go in and interview you and your spouse. And for this section, I'm gonna ask my spouse to join me. Spouse.
What go on?
When we went to the interview, right? I was looking up videos, what should I expect? And this one girl was saying that they're gonna ask you how many windows in your apartment or in your house, and how many staircases you have. So
what type of toothpaste does your spouse use?
So
what color is their toothbrush?
We're studying. So we get there, right? And we were just sitting and waiting. Well, you go up to the person at the desk and they give you whatever information. You sit down and you just wait. And there was this one lady. Oh my word, this one. And you know when you go to these places, you have to dress. You have to dress it's a government building. Yes, you're just presentable. Usually cover your whole body. Not this woman. So she was in like a tight up jeans, one white jeans too, you know, and like her it is low, so you kind of see one little crack down there, so. And then she did this tight tank top and her belly out. Now you know skinny fat people, they're skinny but they still have a look of something that go on midriff area. So she did still.
Skinny fat people.
Yeah.
Skinny fat people.
Yeah. Skinny fat people. In Jamaica we have a lot of contradictory statements. Skinny fat people, and we have a lot of repetitive
you drive
words.
Or drive?
Him say it wrong. Is I drive, yeah, I drive. So I was calling him one day and say, be aware there. Okay, I drive, yeah, I drive. He goes, wait, what? Drive,
Why
I
ask me
drive.
twice?
Because it's patois. It is Jamaican patois.
I get it.
Anyway, so this lady, the skinny fat lady, and then her belly out with the tank top and then the tight up jeans, right? And Sophia, I guess, spouse was he Afghani?
He was.
Yeah.
He was a black man who was from Afghanistan. He wore an all leather suit with gator boots on.
He did have some kick me kill me boots. Jamaicans, you know what that is. Kick me kill me with a long pointed top. Yeah. Thanks for the support, baby. You're gonna. Then the one of the officers asked her some questions and she was giving a little attitude. And you know you don't give these people attitude. So then she said, excuse me, I don't know how to spell his name. So everyone was like, what? So apparently, I don't think them get through. I don't think him get through with film green card if him spouse don't know if he's spelling name. So that not gonna work out. But anyways, when we went in, it was really easy. As a matter of fact, I think it didn't take more than 20 minutes. He asked us simple questions. Where did we meet? How long were we together? How long were we together for until we got married? Until he proposed? How did he propose? Where did he propose? Where I used to work and for how long? I mean, simple questions. And I thought, okay, the hard balls are gonna come. They're coming. They never came.
Jim Harbaugh?
I don't even know what that means. And then we just waited three months. And we got it. Just like that. So it was a fairly simple process, people. Oh, and another thing, if you're wanting to change your name, ladies, to your spouse's last name, then right there you tell the officer, the questioning officer, that you would like to hyphenate your name or change your name altogether. So it reflects that on your green card. Then you can change it at Social Security. If you have any questions, if your experience was a bit different, tell me about it. Comment below. Let's talk about this. Talk to me. One love, blessings. Peace, people.